All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I'm doing okay. I'm hoping for a better trading day today than yesterday. Yesterday didn't fare well for me because, whenever I get these trend days, never works well for me. I am a reversal trader, and of course, trying to reverse Tesla yesterday, not a successful strategy. So it didn't quite work out for me. It wasn't a big problem really, but it was not as lucrative as I was hoping. I mean, what a run Tesla had yesterday. So let's see if we can get some fun with something today. Because look at
Tesla
that,
was
just
on fire.
unstoppable. Yeah. I know, just every time I thought this is it, this is the top, it's like, no, just taking a breather, off to the races again, like right into the close. Pretty impressive. So we'll see what happens. Where'd you go, Carlos? Did we lose you? Can't hear you.
Nope, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, there he is.
You hear me?
You're back. Yep, now I can.
Check 1, 2. Still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right, good. All right, friends. So Tesla looks good. We'll definitely keep an eye on it today for a possible second day play. All right, let's take a quick look at our gappers list, and we'll see what the U.S. economic calendar has for us today. Gappers list this morning, we got some stuff in the green there, some tickers that we're very familiar with, and then on the gap down, let me just expand this a little bit. We have I've never seen a lot of these tickers, but we have NEM that's been in play, and we'll see what the rest are doing here this morning. So some big numbers, down 48%, 23%. So some big numbers there on the gap down this morning. So. All right, let's take a look at what the U.S. economic calendar has for us today.
Another fairly light day here to close out this week. We did have some economic data that just came out. Durable goods came out a few minutes ago, and expected to be about a 1.1% contraction. Maybe Brent, if we can get the economic calendar up there. But anyways, it came out at 0.8, so slightly better than expected. Which is good. Later today, we don't have much, right? We have the Michigan consumer sentiment that's coming out at 10 a.m. And then we've got Colin speaking at 11, but that's about it. And Brent, just for reference, I'm not sure, the room seems to be completely frozen, the screen. That's what I was talking about earlier. But anyways, I can
in
see
the chat room?
Yeah.
Firefox. Okay.
Gappers is not moving. It's not moving off the Gappers screen.
Okay, just give me a sec. Let me restart Firefox.
Anyways, for everybody out on YouTube, pretty light day on the economic calendar. Interesting Canadian economic data continues this week. Canadian economy is seeming a little weaker than the U.S. economy. So whereas the U.S. is strengthening up, or at least holding stable, Canadian economy seems slightly weaker. So we had a bunch of stuff in Canada, like retail sales and housing price index and stuff come out, put it a little lower. But that doesn't affect the U.S. market. So we're going to be watching earnings. It looks like we're going to have to pay attention to all the stuff that is hitting our gappers list, and then the few earnings that we have to close out this week. Most of the exciting earnings were Wednesday, Thursday. Friday usually is a lighter day for earnings targets. So, but a couple that we had, and we'll go from there. So for another Friday, hopefully we get some good price action. That's what I'm hoping for. Just good price action.
Yeah, same here.
Go to the
same here, my friends.
Never in doubt. What can you trust? Semiconductors.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's take a quick look at this gappers list, friends. Let's start here with the first one.
You should be back in the room.
Okay, room is back. All right, good. Let's start here with XPON is the first one on the gap down list. Float on this is low because I could tell the yellow on it. Um, yeah, I know it's a low flow. I can't tell what the number is right now. Here it is, 530,000. I mean, that is brutal. So very, very low flow stock here off the gappers list this morning. XPON, $5 stock. Again, typically not something I like to go to, but they are in play this morning. So, Peter, any news on this low flow with 13 million shares traded right now?
I I've never heard of this company. This is Xpion 360, an electrical equipment and parts company. It says it's U.S., but I don't know. I've never heard of it. So anyways, don't know anything about it. I don't really see any news on it either. So I'm not sure what's moving it today. So um, yeah, I got nothing. I'm not going to pay any attention to it, to be honest.
Yeah, be careful with that. We see some really pretty good low floats. Again, this can turn into one of them, but typically we have them on our list for entertainment more than anything. WDC this morning, Western Digital must have some kind of news or earnings. Let's check the charts because they never hit our list unless something's happening. And Peter, based on this after hours action, looks like possible earnings for Western Digital yesterday.
Correct. They had earnings after the close yesterday. Like most of the semis, they beat their numbers. They are citing strong demand from their cloud computing division and demand there. I don't see any mention of what their forecast is, but I assume that they're holding at least to their forecast. But yeah, they had a good quarter and had a couple of upgrades as a result. Morgan Stanley came out in positive support of them, as did Bank of America. So couple of good news elements there. But like you said, Carlos, I just mentioned I like the semis, but Western Digital's probably not one of them, frankly. I mean, great gap up this morning. I love the little pop, but yeah, it's not one of my favorites. I'll go back to the boys I like best, Nvidias and AMDs of the world.
Yep, absolutely. All right, friends, let's take a look here at the next one, PHUN on our list. It is up 9.7. So 9.7 right now, 1.4 million shares traded. Definitely in play after a massive sell-off yesterday, given the action it's been getting, right? Nice gap up and just right back down. Gapping up slightly this morning. Again, it's just becoming probably very difficult to trade this stock. We couldn't short it yesterday, so we couldn't take part of this lovely action we had here towards the downside. So Peter, what's your thoughts on this? Again, it's just becoming harder to trade as we start losing momentum to the upside.
Yeah, yesterday, during the show yesterday, they did announce that they were changing CEOs. Their existing CEO is retiring, Michael Snavely. Anyways, he's retiring and resigned from Funware, and Stephen Chen, a former chairperson, he was on the board, I guess, is taking over in the interim. Presuming that means they're going to be on the search for a new permanent CEO, but I don't know. It seems like it was a little bit of a surprise to them that they have to put an interim in, but and maybe that led to the drop yesterday. I still have not traded this. Still haven't looked at it. There always seems to be something more interesting to me. So trade it if you like, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I agree. We'll leave it alone. At least I will. DQ back on this list again. It is up 9.3 this morning and 380,000 shares traded. What's in play the last couple of days? Let's take a look here how it has been trading after the market opened. This was yesterday, and this is let's just look at the lack of volume. So not really anything happening there. The day before it gapped up pretty nice. Let's see what took place. Market open again, also very choppy between like 20 cents until finally breaking out. And kind of that's the reason why we don't watch these tickers, right? They're light on volume. And when the market opens, you're just not getting that great intraday activity. So they're up pretty nice today, Peter. I suspect they're going to trade the same way they have been trading over the last couple of days and the way they always do. So won't be on my list this morning. Anything else you want to add to this one?
I mean, just that the Chinese segment seems to be showing signs of strength. So it's been a while. This is, by the way, an energy company out of China, and we are seeing at least some of the Chinese sector starting to move higher. If I look this morning, Baba, Baidu, PDD, JD—they're all green this morning, and looking at least decent. I mean, after after you look at the daily chart, they all sort of had this peak around the beginning of October. They came down and sort of settled at a level and haven't done much in the last week or so. But maybe now is the time when they're going to get a bump. I did see an article this morning that was talking about Michael Burry. Remember Michael Burry? Anybody watch The Big Short? He was the guy that was sort of featured in
Yeah.
that. That was the first person to majorly short the U.S. housing market and made billions off of it. He apparently has taken a big stake in China, so he thinks it's the place to be. So I'm not sure if that's giving the Chinese stocks a boost or if it's incidental. But anyways, it was just an interesting article. People are. He got a lot of fame out of that, which is interesting for an actual fund manager, right? That he sort of got famous because of the movie and the Christian Bale's portrayal of him. So, but anyways, he's betting on China. Might be smart to at least listen to what he has to say.
Yeah. There it is, friends. Let's take a look at the next one on there. Is going to be, I have Lee on here. I have XBET. Both of these kind of trading together up this morning. Slightly not great volume on XBET, only 270,000. And again, they just have not been trading well. So have not really been taking a look at them. Yesterday, though, look at the drop yesterday. So that seemed pretty clean there. Seems like light volume, but for the most part, it did sell off on XBET. And then on Lee here, just kind of choppy yesterday. So they're both just up this morning. Again, just kind of what you've been talking about, Peter. That's probably the place to be. So maybe some of these tickers are gapping up this morning because of that. But who knows, man? They're just not great intraday trading stocks. At least from what I'm thinking here. Just making its way in our gap up list, UPXI just exploding out of nowhere right now. It just went to the top of the list here, up 150%, 650,000 shares traded so far. So it is cranking. Just took off. We don't have the news on it yet. There might be something out there. We'll take a look at it in just a second. But yeah, that is in play. Low flow stock, guys, 758,000 shares traded. So be very, very careful going from $3 as high as $8.50 right now. So low flow that's active. I'm going to put it here in our risky pile, UPXI. Peter, I'm not sure if you have any news on it yet.
Just catching up on it. Looks like they've had a reverse stock split. So that's what's they announced it back in September, and the reverse stock split, estimating that there were less than 5,000 shareholders of record. So this is publicly traded, but not by that much. When you can count the number of people holding your shares, that's not a good thing. Anyways, yeah, it looks like they had a reverse stock split. So that's what may be moving it just on the volume today. But yeah, I would run away from this one. I have no interest.
Yeah, that's not fun. All right, guys, let's stop here on this gap up list. Peter, anything you like that's gapping up this morning? I see chat mentioning CPRI. Let's take a look at this because I guys mentioning like it's cranking here, but it's not. Okay, it's down 47%. All right, but anything else? That's gapping down actually. Anything on the gap up that you like, Peter?
So the couple things that had earnings, they're not trading volume. I'll be clear with that up front, but all of them beat their numbers and had good quarters. We'll start with Aon, AON. They had a good quarter. Sanofi, SNY, is the second one that I was looking at. And last but not least, COF, Capital One. So we got a couple different industries where I'll call it second tier companies are reporting, at least from a trading point of view, right? So we got a few banks like Capital One Financial. Got a few in the healthcare sector. We got some mining companies. Like a bunch of these are on the earnings today, but none of them are the ones that we would typically trade because they just don't get enough volume. So those would be the highlights. Those three that I mentioned, just picking one representative of each of the sectors. I thought I'd mention, if you like others, then by all means go to your favorite earnings reporting agent like tradingterminal.com and you can find out what has earnings. But again, nothing I see that gets the mall of out gets the volume out there. I was looking at Colgate Palmolive and my brain wanted to say Palmolive. That was weird. Okay, anyways. So
All right,
that's
friends.
it, Carlos.
No worries. Let's see what's gapping down this morning. So one that's been mentioning. Oh, I'm getting an echo here. It's gapping down this morning. CPRI down 47%. And as you can see here, it's just dropping nicely. So I'm not sure what the news is, Peter, but this is taking a hit. Oh, wow. Earnings last night, maybe? I mean, this is...
No. They did have... It looks like they did have some news. They were... and it's sort of weird. They were supposed to be having a merger deal that apparently got blocked by a judge. So this Capri Holdings is a luxury goods company. It's the parent company of Michael Kors and Jimmy Choo and a couple other brands. But anyways, apparently a U.S. judge blocked the $8.5 billion merger they were supposed to have with Tapestry, which owns brands like Coach. So yeah, that's why they got this big gap down. But so big move down. But yeah, look what the price action looks like. Recently, I don't think this is going to continue to be in play. I don't think the volume is going to continue. So
yeah, it might be just one and done. We'll see. But if you like it, you could definitely watch it. I won't be watching it. It looks messy. I don't think you're just going to get a whole lot out of this news unless something else comes out on it. So next on here, MNPR. This morning we are down 23%, 477,000 shares traded. Low flow stock at 1.9 million. Had a big day yesterday. I mean, this is massive move from what $4 all the way to 38, and then closing around 32. Ugly daily though. I mean, intraday. I mean, this is what is it, like 3 people trading it here, halting a couple of times on the way up, and then it's just getting really messy. So I don't like this at all, man. Be very careful, guys. No shares for sure. This is the type of stock that good traders get caught in. Let me give it a shot. Let me go in here, and they just end up hurting their account. Hopefully, not blowing up, but it's gambling. This, you want to gamble? This is it right here. No volume being traded. This is less than 20 million shares traded. Halted a couple of times. This is straight gambling. So be very, very careful. It won't be on my list. I don't even like this for entertainment purposes. Roll the truck on this thing. This is pure garbage, friends. So be very, very careful. I dislike it that much. Yeah, this is one where I want to try to save you some money, and please don't touch this. Okay, it's just you're out of your league on this. I guarantee you that. Peter, any news why this thing is moving like this?
Yeah, I mean, they did have news. They signed an agreement with AstraZeneca to develop one of their drugs called Alexion, ALXN 1840. Biscloline tetrahylo. I don't know. I can't say it. Anyways, it's a technical name for a drug that apparently they're going to develop further. That's good for them. Obviously, whenever you get a deal with AstraZeneca, it's good news. But yeah, like you said, Carlos, not remotely tradable.
Yeah, stay away from that. All right, next on the list, DXCM this morning. We are down 2.3 from yesterday's actions, looks like. And not really great volume. Is it earnings, Peter, looks like, or some kind of target price I'm seeing here, raised. But yeah, just be careful on that one. Doesn't look like it gets great volume.
They've had really mixed news. So they had earnings after the close yesterday. Looks like they beat their numbers, but the market didn't like their guidance. Their guidance was lower than anticipated. There's a concern that their growth rate is slowing. They had a senior executive who's leaving in the middle of a big product launch that they were responsible for. So I don't know. It feels like it's a little bit all over the place. And in the brief snippet it looks like they had good earnings, but then there's a whole bunch of like negative stuff happening all around them. So it seems like it's a mess over there. So this could go either way. It depends on, do you think all of these other things are going to, be negative net for the company, or are you still bullish on it? I don't know. But again, type of stock, if I'm just looking at the price action I'm seeing here, it doesn't inspire me with confidence. I mean, I'm just looking at trading yesterday, for example. That doesn't look like fun. So not something that I'd be eager to jump into.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone. Next on the list, NEM this morning. We are down 2% on this one after a massive landslide yesterday. Open around 55 when it opened up 56, all the way down to 49. So, pretty rough day for them yesterday. Today looks like they might continue to be in play with 780,000 shares traded. Um, there could be a second opportunity here. We might be able to watch this, but normally they don't get a whole lot of volume. They might go back to their regular trading where there's not great volume, but could be interesting for a secondary in case we do see some kind of movements today. What's your thoughts, Peter, on this one?
Yeah, it's a Canadian gold miner. They had earnings, very mixed picture. They beat on revenue, but their costs were like out of control. So their bottom line earnings were terrible. And they actually got a downgrade. Scotiabank downgraded them yesterday or this morning, thinking that they're not going to be able to manage the costs, which is going to lead to some problems going forward. Obviously, gold prices have been surging, which has helped them, which is why their revenue's higher. But the thought is that they've put themselves in a position where they've now got all these costs to bear that they're not going to be able to amortize effectively over their production. So, Newmont dropping here for quite substantially, like you pointed out, Carlos. I mean, it was looking so good until yesterday. Now, not so good. But the volume on this, once again, low if you're trying to intraday trade it.
Yeah, again, might not be great today. It was great yesterday. We'll have to see at the market open. I'll have it on a secondary for now. Let's see at the market open what kind of activity we get on it and if it's tradable at all. All right, that covers our gap down. Actually, things are disappearing from our gap down list, kind of moving over to our gap up, or at least flat for the most part. Our gap up growing a little bit with some more tickers in here. But Peter, as far as gapping down, anything that you have that did not make our list this morning?
A couple of other earnings that I should mention. Colgate Palmolive, the one that my mouth wanted to say a little earlier. CL is the ticker on that one. Also had earnings. They beat their numbers, but I see that they're gapping down in the early stages this morning. Again, low volume. They don't typically get a lot of volume before. They even raised their guidance. So it all looks pretty good. I'm not sure why the gap down, to be honest. I mean, the news all seemed pretty good, but not an active trader, so it's harder to judge its movement based on the pre-market action, especially when you've only got like less than 200,000 shares traded on it. The other one that I would just mention is IBM. We didn't talk about this yesterday. They had earnings yesterday and had a pretty bad day. Not a lot of volume so far this morning, but they had, I think, their single worst day in something like the last year and a half. So, in the last 6 months, I guess, April, they had a pretty bad day too, going back there. But bad day for earnings for IBM yesterday. A lot of concern over their growth prospects. And you can see the gapping down. This actually can trade reasonably on the right day. So price action yesterday, wasn't actually the best during the day. Most of that move happened pre-market, as you can see by the gap and the tiny little candle at the end of it. But I thought I'd mention in case anybody wanted to put an eye to it. Maybe it'll make a rebound today, or maybe not. I don't know. But there you go. Other than that, Carlos, the only other thing on my gap down list this morning, surprising, well, maybe not surprisingly, is Tesla. After the massive day it had yesterday, I mean, we had every reason to expect we're going to get an inside day today, which means that we were probably going to trade within yesterday's range. However, yesterday's range was so wide that still gives us a heck of a lot of room. I mean, in the course of the trading day, it moved $15, let alone the $25 gap that it started the day with. So we got a ton of room for Tesla to move today, even if it stays within yesterday's price action. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on it. I just want to see what's going to happen, and I don't know. I mean, maybe it's going to go higher, maybe it's going to weaken into the close of this week, but one way or the other, it's absolutely going to be in play.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. I'm going to be adding that one to my list as well. Tons of volume this morning, 4.5 million, as you can see here, down 1.6. So I do like that one. All right, friends, let's get over to the chat again. Not a blockbuster list. If you look at my list right now, I have Tesla on my main one. Secondary list, I have NEM, and then I have the low flow of the day for sure, man. This thing is on fire. UPXI up 213 right now. 3.1 million shares traded. So this thing is rocking at the moment, friends. So looking good there. I wonder who's in long on this stuff. Be careful, guys. Flow on this is a whopping 758,000. So it is extremely low flow, up over 200% right now and climbing. So let's see how it holds. I like this. This is entertaining. I like when stocks are trading like this, right? So but again, I won't be trading because I don't have a successful trade books on stocks that move like this, right? So be careful. All right. With that, let's take it to the chat room. So you guys like this morning. We're starting our chat here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's take a look. WDC, we think we did look at that one, so that's okay. I don't like the way that one trades, so it won't be on my list, but we did take a look at that one. Over in our YouTube chat, I got some more tickers there. Tesla is good. NVIDIA, let's take a look at that one. NVIDIA's just kind of hanging out here, right? Hasn't really been explosive after it hit their new all-time highs around 144-ish, right? So just kind of been going sideways a little bit here. Lighter volume than usual, only 2.7 this morning. But given how weak our watch list is today as far as options, of course, we're going to be watching NVIDIA. We'll put NVIDIA on here for sure. AMD, the day before yesterday, was it? I can't remember. Was starting to show some signs of life, but intraday hasn't really been great. It's very, very choppy. When you have this type of movement here, although you're sliding down, every candle is overlapping the previous one. That's usually not a great trading intraday action. So not looking good there. Amazon, let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon so far pretty flat right now, 338,000 shares traded, as you can see here. So again, not really a whole lot going on it at the moment. Worth watching maybe because we do have the space for today. I won't be putting it on my list. Again, I just don't like it unless there's any big news on it. And if the overall market starts moving, there are other tickers that can trade much better than Amazon, right? We have Nvidia, we have Tesla, and there's plenty more that are probably going to be a better fit. Even Meta can trade well at times, right? So Meta right now not doing a whole lot, but we have seen Meta trade well when the overall tech market is moving. All right, how about Apple? No one has mentioned Apple in a while. Let's take a look at our buddy here. Apple right now,
Amazon's gonna
pretty, yeah.
Amazon's going to save you in gas. Apparently, they've got a new fuel discount benefit that you can get up to 10 cents a gallon off of at BP or Amoco stations. So interesting how Amazon's trying to get into all these different little aspects of our purchase cycle, right? So I've never seen them offer gas discounts. I mean, it's a new thing. So there you go. So if you're a Prime member, I don't know how you take advantage of that, to be honest, but something they announced yesterday.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Amazon wants their hands on everything, man. What I need my town to start collect these boxes more often. Every 2 weeks doesn't work for me. You know, that used to probably work 10 years ago, but now, Peter, with the amount of stuff my wife orders, just can't keep up with all these boxes, man. It piles up so fast. It's not just me, everybody in the whole neighborhood has got a pile of waiting for these guys to pass every 2 weeks. It's just insane. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, thank you, Amazon, for that. You created that problem for us. All right, let's see what else, friends. What we have here. Apple is good. Secondary for the most part, not really in play. So Apple on a secondary. Let's see what else. Amazon, we looked at Meta. Yeah, Meta could be a good possible. Not really doing much right now. We'll have to see how the market opens up. Meta normally doesn't get great volume into the market open, so we'll see how that takes place there. All right, in our chat, I don't see any other tickers, so All right, perfect. Guys, let's go over to our community events and announcements. Peter's going to walk you through what's happening for the next 2 weeks. As he gets that ready, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Currently, I'm going to refresh and see where we're sitting at here. And our ad for the day is protein and fiber and green vitamins. Okay, good. 98. Wow. That is extremely low. Let me remind you guys that we're not responsible for the quality of the gap up list. Okay, we just bring you the news. So hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. All right, friends.
All I can say, Carlos, is in this day and
Andrew's,
age with all the Amazon.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. With all the Amazon
yeah.
deliveries you were talking about, I'm really happy that I'm at a stage of life where you're like, I don't have kids at home, which is probably a good thing, because I've realized now that my wife and I are older, and when you've sort of gone through like having the kids and the whole thing, like I don't need much these days. Like there's not
Oh,
much
yeah,
that
yeah.
I order, but I could imagine when you had kids, and because you're always needing things when you've got kids, right? They need stuff for school, they need more clothes, they need to do
24/7.
this, they need to do that. I just like I don't. My wife and I were like, there's nothing I need. I've got everything I need in the house. The house is fully equipped with all the stuff. So much so that my kids. We often joke that they come shopping here, right? They need something. They're like, Dad, have you got the thing? And I'm like, I've got it in 3 colors. What would you like? So it's
I got
it's
the
good
thing.
to have. I got the thing, no matter what it is. I got it. And if I only have one, you bring it
Yeah,
back. If I've got 3 of them, then you can have this one, So, and I like being in that position, but I'm sort of happy that I'm not in the stage where I'd order everything, because it used to be back in my day, right? When I had to go to the store to get all this stuff. Yeah. I could imagine how many orders you get from Amazon if you've got kids at home and you're just used to ordering things.
every day.
It's so easy, right? Click the button and here it comes. And it's
Yeah,
I don't have
we
to
don't even
worry
make a
about that.
list anymore, right? Before you used to make a list, like even a couple of years ago,
Right.
man. My daughter's 11. We used to make a list and go to Target and pick up the list. Now we need something, just order it. Don't even wait. Just order it, send it here in 2 days, right? So the list is gone unless I'm going
Which
grocery shopping. But yeah, it has really changed the way we do things on the house, especially if you have younger kids, right? I got a 5-year-old, a
which I'm
4-year-old
happy
turning
for,
5,
because
and a 2-year-old. Yeah,
yeah, like at least it gave you time to reflect and think about it. And I used to change my mind all the time, but by the time I got to the store or couldn't find it, and I'm like, I didn't really need that thing so much anyways. Now you just order it, and you probably have more stuff than you ever need. So, anyways,
yeah, yeah.
just too immediate. Maybe there should be a waiting period. Anyways,
You'll be out of business for a waiting period nowadays, Peter. People don't want to wait.
yeah, I know.
All right, let's get
I
to it,
know. In the
friends.
U.S., you guys won't even allow. You don't even like waiting periods on like firearms. So, anyways,
No way.
never mind. All
It's
right,
just 30 days in Jersey
moving
now.
ahead.
Amazing. Amazing.
Look,
All right, go ahead.
if you need a gun really quickly, it's probably not to do something good with. But anyways, all right, we're moving
100%.
on. All right. Um, let's talk about what we got coming up next week. Next week we've got our slate of activities. I love the fact that every week we're always providing new content and new material. Real quickly, I'll let you know what you can look forward to. Starting on Monday with our onboarding class, we've got 2 that help you get oriented and get set up as a trader. First on DAS. If you want trading on DAS, you can take that at noon. We have Brendan that's always going to help take you through the DAS platform. It's a great tool. A lot of members use it. Many don't. But if you do, it can be useful to have someone help guide you through, because it's a great, very functional tool, but it's not always easy to work your way through the menus and figure out where everything is and how to best set it up for your use. So he can help you out with that on Mondays, answer your questions, especially if you're doing work over the weekend, right? Trying to get it configured. You can jump in there on Monday and he can give you a hand. And then Monday evening, we've got our onboarding class that Carlos leads. That's at 8 p.m. And he'll orient you with the room and trading and sort of get you kickstart your trading journey. So that's every Monday that Carlos does that. Tuesdays, we have our strategy webinar. This coming Tuesday, we've got John Hiltz who's taking over. He's going to talk about lessons from boot camp. I've been telling you about this for a couple weeks now. I think it's going to be a great session. All of those thousands of people that have gone through the P Capital boot camp, he's consolidated sort of the key lessons learned, and we'll sort of synthesize those down for you and give you some tips that you might want to consider for yourself, that because these are the mistakes that others have made that you can avoid. So that's at 8 o'clock Tuesday, October the 29th. And then the Tuesday after that, Jared's taking over. And he's going to be doing his webinar on how to use Spot Gamma. So it's one of those tools that we've come in contact with the room, and he's going to take us through that in, the first Tuesday in November, on November the 5th. On Wednesday, we're talking psychology. Our psychology class next week is going to be with Dr. Vanessa Charlin. Looking forward to the Change Your Brain, Change Your Game webinar. Should be a good one, where she's going to talk about how you can manage and take advantage of your neuroplasticity to create self-awareness. So that'll be a great session on October the 30th. And the week after, Dr. Kenneth Reed is back with us. So we got back-to-back doctors for you on the psychology session, as we bring only the best and brightest minds to help you out with your trading journey. He's going to be here on November the 6th. Great day. My birthday. But anyways, Mastermind Pro presentation by Dr. Reed on November 6th. So something to look forward to. Don't forget, on Wednesdays, we also have our Bookmap webinar led by Nathan. He talks to us about Bookmap. That's at noon on Wednesdays. That's a technical session, but he'll help you understand how you can use Bookmap and answer any questions you may have. Thursdays, like we did yesterday, we always do our mentorship sessions. We've got 4 of them that you can take advantage of. John is doing his session at 11 a.m. Then Jared and Megan do their 2 o'clock session on options. We go back to equities with Lenny at 4, and then Thor closes out the day, as always, with his 8 p.m. class. So if you want to be able to attend those webinars, you know what you need to do. You need to become a member. Go to our homepage at bearbultraders.com. Scroll down to the bottom. You can find these options to join: the intro, basic or elite monthly, or the elite annual. All of those, you can see the pricing here. If you've never joined and you want to sort of test it out, well, if you're listening right now, you can get that intro offer, which is normally $39, for only $1. We'd give it to you for free, but we need to charge $1 just to keep everybody honest and make sure we keep the spammers and the bots out of the room. So that's how we do it, by just charging a nominal $1, and then you can sort of test the room out, kick the tires, so to speak, see if it's the room for you. And hopefully you'll be impressed with what you see, and you'll want to join us full time. If you want information on the markets, the place I always send you guys is tradingterminal.com. So check it out. It's got everything you need for an active trader. We go there for all of our calendar of events. You've got the scanners that work all day. And then, of course, you've got all the other tools in there, including the Academy, which has got all sorts of courses you can take advantage of, some free, some paid. But check out the Academy. It's got some great stuff in there. So go to tradingterminal.com for that. All right, everybody. We're going to set some levels. How are we doing? Not bad on time this morning, because our gappers list was a little light, as Carlos said. You know, we can't take responsibility for that. It is what it is. We only sort of tell you what we see, but it doesn't mean there won't be good trading. There's always trading opportunities out there. Something's going to be moving, and if you're a member of the room, you know, we'll help you keep an eye on that. The room's always pointing out things that they're watching, so it's good to pay attention to that sometimes, right? If you can tune out the noise, just take advantage of the information that you want. That's the big advantage, I think, of having a room at your disposal and all of those eyeballs watching the market. So reminder, by the way, to our moderators, get your lists in, because I'll be telling everybody what you guys are watching in a few minutes after Carlos sets those levels.
Yep, absolutely. And guys, if you're trading live, please join us at 9:15. Log in. We'll switch over to you. I see Andrew's trading already. He is on UPXI. So he took out some at 11. So he sold some at 11, sold more at 11.50, and also at $12. I'm not sure what his entry was, but he's taken advantage of that insane move. This thing is up 270%, 5.9 million shares traded. So Andrew's getting some low flow action this morning there. All right, friends, let's take a look here. What we have, I only have Tesla and Nvidia. I gotta add more than this, right? There's more. We'll look at Apple. We'll put Apple on the list, and I'll keep those 3. I'll keep Tesla, I'll keep Nvidia and Apple, and then I'm gonna be watching just the overall market. Right? Andrew says small size only for fun. So again, be very, very careful, guys. We can't stress this enough, right? Be very, very careful on these low flow stocks. All right, let's look at Tesla. Let's get some levels in here, friends. Tesla this morning, good volume, 5.9 million shares traded. High of the pre-market, 257.84. So we'll slam one there. Towards the bottom, low of the pre-market, 253.26. We'll put another one on here. So we suspect this thing might stay within the range from yesterday, which is a pretty good one, 260-ish to the bottom around 245-ish or so. So a pretty decent range. Is still, that's a lot of room. So if we stay within that range and we go top to bottom, we can still get some pretty good activity out of this one. So in play today for sure. Towards the bottom below the pre-market low, there is a daily level here. I want to add it, 246.72. And once you do that, I think you're pretty much set. Towards the top, you have the nice levels here, recent highs plus the high from yesterday and the previous day close. So you're set there on Tesla, looking good this morning. Down 1.7. I'm sure it's a lot of profit taken after it being down at 220. So who knows if it's going to go down or head back towards the recent highs. Nvidia just kind of, it's been stuck here, right? Hit the recent highs there, new all-time high, and it's just been going sideways. But it does have volume, 2.9 million, lower than what we would like or what we used to seeing. But it's always fun to watch Tesla. You never know when it's going to get going up or down. It can give you some really good opportunities. So we'll mark the high of the pre-market 141.25. So it's first the bottom 140.16. And once you do that, just look at the daily. Look how stuck we are in between here, just between the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days, creating this range. This could be good for any type of breakout that happens today, if any, right? So we'll look for NVIDIA to do something fun for us this morning into the trading day. Amp, on the other hand, is down, but it has recovered a lot. 227 was the low of the pre-market. It's been recovering from the lows. And look at all this buying pressure around this area. So that is interesting. If we can get any kind of strength from the market, maybe Apple can get going here. I haven't bought my new iPhone yet, so maybe that's the reason why they've been down the last couple of days. A lot of people haven't bought new iPhones because their phones is perfectly fine. Nothing needs to change, and so is my phone. So 13. I mean, it's what's that? Two behind, 3 behind. What number are we in now?
3 back.
Peter, do we know?
I'm not sure. 16.
16.
we're at
We don't
What's
even
the new
know.
one?
That's
16? I think it's 16, isn't it? I don't know.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm 3 behind, man. It's working perfectly fine. So Apple here, highs and lows of the last 2 trade day, covering the price action for the most part. And those are my 3 guys: Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. Secondary, I do have NEM there, and then I have Meta as well. You know what? Let's move Meta up. I'll put Meta just to complete the list here. We'll do one more, and then we'll head over to what our team is watching this morning. So Meta right now, again, light volume, but don't judge it on that. Meta can get going once the volume comes in at the market open. High of the pre-market days ago. So there you have it. That completes my list. Peter, what is our team watching this morning?
All right. Well, our moderators are getting their lists in here, and we can take a look at what they're keeping an eye on. It said Lenny's always in first these days. He's going to be watching some of the usuals with Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. He's also adding MUONON and SoFi. He's been good at getting some weird stuff in there, at least some stuff we're not typically talking about. So I like it. Jared's going to be watching PLTR. We're missing a P on that, so sorry about that. Intel, and then MSTR. He says he's looking. We're missing a few letters there. What's happened? But anyways, so it's PLTR and MSTR in there that he's watching this morning. Andrew. Been out trading for most of the week, but he's in and excited to get started. He's always already trading UPXI. He says he's also going to be watching Tesla and NVIDIA. Pierre is going to be watching AMD, Apple, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Mike is going to be keeping it tight with Tesla and NVIDIA only. Nathan looks like he's watching a bunch of futures contracts, as well as AMD, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. I'm going to be watching my usuals with Apple, AMD, and Tesla, as well as NVIDIA. And then I might put an eye to IBM and, of course, the scanners for whatever pops up later this morning. I've got a couple of IPOs to watch and let you know about. WRD and SEPN are supposed to open today, so I'll let you know if and when that happens. Avi is going to be watching Meta and AMD. Thor, it's got his usuals. He's going to be watching the market indices, a little AMD, a little Amazon, and then some futures contracts. Phil's going to be watching NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, AMD, and Meta. And Brendan is going to be watching NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, and Tesla. So you can see we got a lot of different, a lot of commonality, a lot of Tesla going on there. Not a surprise. A lot of NVIDIA because it's good and stable. And then the rest that everybody's watching. So whatever you pick, just make sure you focus on it. Trade smart. It's Friday, which means we always need to remind you, right, Carlos? You don't want to go into the weekend regretting the trades that you've taken. Better to trade smart and maturely than go off the rails on a Friday. Don't ruin a good week if you've had one. If you had a bad week, don't make it worse. Show yourself, demonstrate that you can maintain or create discipline, and you will feel much better for it no matter how the week's gone. So trade smart, everybody, and you should have a good one. we're going to go into live trading in a couple of minutes here. We'll get our live traders all queued up, get them ready to go. They're doing their calisthenics right now, getting themselves all pumped and ready for the market. And I know Andrew's already trading. I don't know. Is he at home trading or is he still in Atlanta?
Not sure, but do we have that picture of him and Mike?
And
they had a
Mike?
great couple of great shots. Where are they? I'm not sure if we have those. Brian, yeah, let's pull those up. He shared them with in our chat in the BBT
they were,
chat that we have.
Looks like they're yucking up now. I thought this TED conference, it was just like a 2-day conference, but they were there like all week. I don't know what happened.
Like 3 days.
I don't know if it was, was it like the mushrooms?
Well, I think they were probably, I think they were probably watching the back end setup as well. I don't think it was, the conference itself was for 3 days. Maybe it was, but I think they got there probably early to kind of see how things work out. And I'm looking forward to ours, man. March, what is it? March 25th? Don't quote me on the day. There it is. Nice.
I know it's in March. Yeah, I don't remember the date.
No, it's in March. End of March. Don't quote me, but we'll get that going to you guys, man. Looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
Andrew adopted another.
Where's the other one? This is another one that they look. Oh, I think that was on his Instagram. This is another one. They look very.
Yeah. Or where they were lying in front of the TED sign. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I like that one. one. Where do we have that one? That was awesome.
All right. Well, Andrew says he's back home. He's back in Vancouver, so he's in the dark. We know that because it's only 20 after 6 in the morning Vancouver time. So I always feel bad for West Coast traders, man. It has got to be hard getting up that early. Like even I get up at 6, but I know that I've got, at least it's daylight now, right? When I'm going to trade, you can see the sunlight on my face. But it's got to be hard if you wake up and trade in the dark, and it's, I don't know. I'm not sure I could do it.
All right. I hear you, man.
For all you
friends, as we wait for our moderators to join in here to trade live, hit that thumbs up. We're sitting at 188, which is pretty low for this time of the day. We'd love to be closer to 300. We have 503 people watching, so help us get there. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hear Brian. Good morning.
I see you've got UPXI, morning. Carlos. Bring up the shorter term chart there in UPXI. We saw Andrew trading. I just don't want anybody. This is the type of thing why we say you've got to be careful to manage your risk on this. So, it went up, it consolidated for a while, went up again and consolidated. If you thought, oh, look, now I'm going to jump in this third time round, this is where you could have been in trouble, right? If you got in at $10 or $10.50, thinking you're going to take a run through 12 or something, now we're back down at $8.50. So just be careful if you want to trade these. There's profit to be made. We don't argue that, but it's the risk management that is key because you don't want to get stuck on this. So be smart.
All right, guys. Have a great trading day. Have a great weekend. We'll leave you with Andrew and Brian. Take care, guys.
Yeah. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Carlos. Again, thank you. Great pre-market show.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Great show as always. Thank you so much. So missed the trading on Tesla. Crazy move up yesterday. Crazy. I saw a lot of in our internal groups. A lot of people made a lot of money. So congratulations to everybody. I was having FOMO for this conference. I wasn't expecting from like 10% open, it goes up to 25%. Did you have a good trade on it, Brian?
Yeah, I actually we were on after the close and ended up trading it with some of our members in the after hours after it popped up. And surprise to the upside. Margins improved. So it was a good trade. Yeah, and I never thought it was going to go to 255 was amazing.
Yeah, if I were trading it, you see my screen right now on 1 minute chart. If I were trading it, I know I would have been jumping in at around 244 on it. It would have been an amazing trade.
Yeah, I got in. When it just kept going up at 234. Regrets that I didn't get in earlier on it, but still managed to get really like at $10 on my first partial. So that was pretty decent. So anyway,
you made trade.
Here we are. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
that?
life
No,
is
it's more of a swing trade. Yeah. So
I know this is the type of trade that I think Avi would have been a lot of money on it on options. I think Avi
yeah,
is
you
the
couldn't.
type of
Well,
trade.
you could have trade. Yeah, you could have traded it in the following day with options, but obviously you can't trade options after the market closes. But
Yeah. Of course,
Apple
Avi made
looks. Yeah.
$29,000 on it. Now I can actually see that. So let me show it to you. Avi is sending his PNL. I'm actually sending it into the chat room too. Yeah, for my $29,000. Brent, you can actually show that this one into the chat if you want. Let me put that. That's Avi's trade yesterday on Tesla calls for 250 calls. Look at that move from $2 to $7. Yeah, so see, without a lot of buying power, you could actually make such a great move. So that's the whole point of trading options.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of interested in Apple. Apple got a downgrade from somebody. Um, you traded this what is it? UXPY
the
or
UPX.
UPXY?
Yeah,
UPXI?
yeah, I did. I posted also in the chat room the screenshots. Actually, I have some orders open here. I forgot. So I went like ABCD pattern 915 all the way up to I think 1175, the last fill that I got, and my order at 12 didn't get filled. So as you see here, you can actually see my screen. So LTNF popped up. This one is also a low float stock, life sciences, but again, these pre-market is super tricky to trade them. The problem with the pre-market, the most big problem that you have, these patterns are super nice, but the biggest problem that you have in pre-market is that you can't use market order. So you have to put your stop loss, be well before in advance, and also your profit targets. So it's a little bit tricky, and that makes it a little bit difficult, like very difficult to trade. Not only the liquidity, but it's also the not having the market capability of market order. It's a very nice clean pattern, especially on UPXI. It's very, very nice pattern. Let me actually cancel this 12. So Qs are running up soon to
Yeah.
all-time high. SPY seems SPY is also at what is it?
SPY is
586.
Yeah, SPY is above the yesterday's high. Qs are above yesterday's high. I think it's because maybe the 10-year has stopped going up temporarily, possibly, but people are getting a little bit. I think people were getting a little bit antsy about that move on the 10-year from 3.8 to 4.2. It's come back down to 4.25 actually. So Apple's still looking a little weak here. It's just concerned that it's fighting a trend here. AMD kind of looks interesting too. It's gapping up today.
AMD is gapping up from the previous day.
Yeah, and it has orders to the upside.
Tesla again, it's on the could be a hangover day at Tesla. So that is an issue.
I'm not as keen on Tesla. Not that it won't start to move, but it's really it's done nothing in the pre-market. At least you can say Apple and AMD have done something. Apple and AMD just above yesterday's high now. Is there some news on AMD? Did we get an upgrade or something?
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't look at it. I'm sure Peter would have mentioned that. Peter has some
Yeah,
sources.
no, I don't see. All right. Anyway. All right. Yeah, it could easily, AMD could easily go up here. All right. Well, let's see. We've got a little less, or about 4 minutes. 3 minutes to the 3 minutes to the open. What's on your watch list?
I'm looking at Tesla. Also, this low flows UPXY and ATNF just to see how the price action and the volume would be. NVDA and AMD obviously are my usual suspects. Let's see. I am in that environment right now. All right, guys, on YouTube, remember, guys, it's kind of delayed a little bit if you are making a trade based on our commentary. And you cannot see my live screen, but in chat room, you should be able to, guys, to change the channel. To see my live screen, you should be able to also see the book map of Brian as well. So these are the options that you have, making sure that you know what you're doing. Remember, wait for a few minutes. Risk management is super important. Don't go all in something that you cannot manage risk. You know, sometimes I go all in of my account on NVIDIA or Tesla, but the liquidity is enough for me to get stopped out. But if you take a big size on ATNF or UPXI and get halted and the halts opens higher or lower, then you are really, really messing up your life. And don't do that, please. Gonzalo, what's up, brother? Congratulations on your Chimborazo. Gonzalo is my buddy. He lives in Ecuador and he climbed the highest peak in Chimborazo, which is super, super difficult mountain, the highest mountain, closest point to the sun. Congratulations, brother. And he actually got inspired by our community. So that's amazing. This is amazing that our community is not only pushing you toward excellence in trading, but in life in general. So congratulations, you buddy. I hope that you are successful in all aspects of life, trading, health, and everything.
Closest to the sun. That's
So Chimborazo is the closest point to the sun because it's right in the equator. On the Earth is closest. Everest is highest, but it's a little bit up north in the latitude. So it's kind of I understand that it's weird.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Close being in Ecuador.
Yeah, he's posted a couple of really nice pictures as well. So, okay, 30 seconds to the open, Brian.
Yeah, okay. I like AMD here. It looks it's looking strong.
AMD is strong.
Yeah.
You sure
watch for a bit of a pullback. Qs and SPY are selling a little bit here into the open, but we're still up quite a bit. Okay, took a long AMD. The only thing is AMD can be quite choppy at the open, but I'm seeing what it's going to do here. It looks like it wants to go up.
Is there a little bit of weird time and sells, I think? Isn't it the time and sells is weird? Or I'm weird?
It's just it's jumping around. It usually jumps around a lot at the open. That's why I've kept my entry size small.
I feel that the time and sales on Tesla doesn't work properly.
Tesla's popping a little bit here.
Gas is a little bit today weird. So I don't know what's happening with my gas.
Here we go. Just sold a little bit. 150. Here we go. Sold sub bit 55.80. It's going. Come on, let's see. 56. Come on, baby. There we go. 156.02. Sold some more.
Come on. My DOS is frozen.
Frozen?
Yeah, I had to reset it. Ah, shit. NVIDIA is popping like a boss.
Wow, look at Apple. Apple. So much for the downgrade.
Range breakup. It was a nice
156.10.
It's too. I missed the. Oh, I think I missed a good entry on them. So. See if we can get R4 at 142 on NVDA. All right, I'm gonna go long NVDA. I'm gonna chasing it a little bit. I add more. Tesla is gonna go green too. Wow, shit.
Big pop on the Qs and the SPY after that little pullback.
Tesla green. Oh, we need to pull back.
Yeah, I added back on AMD at back of the View app there. See if we can now make another new high out of the day.
Tesla is also super nice. I'm gonna go long Tesla to 60. I'm ready to add more on the more pullback. Let's see if Tesla is super strong. It's kind of extended. Maybe better way to pull back. Yeah, they've got halted. What about the UPXY? What's that one up to? That one's also got halted, huh? Oh, there you go. Tesla is popping up. 261. NVIDIA is popping up. 142. I'm partialing on NVIDIA. 142.
I'm selling some more AMD 155.83.
Yeah, partial on NVIDIA.
I didn't like that. Didn't like that second pullback.
Tesla long, guys. 261. I'm gonna go to 262. I'm gonna add on Tesla 2. Let's see if we can break up 262. That was such a nice one that we range break up. Damn it! My platform froze.
So selling some more.
Yeah, I'm partially Tesla 245. I have 7,000 shares.
Here we go.
NVIDIA is popping up level 142.40. How was trading? It was pretty easy, nice. What do you think? Brian, your AMD is hitting the scanner.
Yeah, I know it's still going up.
Yeah,
still
nice. AMD,
I hate that. Didn't like that second pullback, but that was a.
Yeah, AMD gave a really nice pullback. 156, nice.
Here we go.
Amazing, guys. Some Porsche. 142.50. 142.50. Tesla. I still have.
Wow, Qs and SPY are ripping.
Yeah, ripping. Yeah, NVIDIA doesn't give us a pullback even. Tesla did a small pullback. Yeah, AMD was the best. Like, let's see if.
Here we go.
Yeah.
See, I'm just selling some more AMD 156.55.
Wow, pretty good day, guys. Really easy. That's like 2021. We were trading like that. It was pretty easy.
Yeah. See if we can. This R6 level on AMD is just before 157. I think we're going to get through 157.
157. That's good. Tesla is an yesterday high. I think there's a possibility that it's breaking down. Yeah, yesterday high. which is also a few weeks ago high. So there are very important level at 265, I think, on Tesla. Possibly is going to go for it today. I'm just trying to find a good entry on Tesla. My entry is not super trustable. So let's see if I
We're
survive
going to
this
get a
pullback.
pullback. We're going to get a pullback here on AMD too. Got really close to this R6. Oh, no, we're going to go. We're going to go, baby. Come on.
On Tesla, yeah. No, oh no, you're on AMD. Huh?
AMD, yeah.
Your
We're
baby,
going. We're
your
going.
baby today is AMD, huh?
AMD, yeah. Peter and me. Peter, I've taken your
Yes.
girlfriend away from you.
My baby today is Tesla and NVIDIA. Pretty awesome.
I don't think Peter's the kind of guy that commits to a stock. He hasn't got a long-term commitment.
No, he
Right,
wants to
to-
date some stocks.
He wants to date.
He has said before that it's more of an open relationship with AMD. It's in the YouTube record.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's open relationship. All right, so you're dating AMD, Brian.
Yeah. So I'm seeing AMD today. Yeah.
At Tesla, I don't know if I want to add anything. So I had a pretty good day. So Brent, you can show my position. Like I have still 2,000 shares of Tesla and 600 shares of Top. Look at that beautiful Top. So we are pretty good on the P&L front. Very solid on that front. Trying to see another trading opportunity. I'm also nice
Selling.
really cute trade. So it's pretty good here. NVIDIA, I took not a lot of size of.
I'm selling some more 71 AMD 156.71. Feels like this S6.
Tesla 265. Should I add more? Once, Brian, huh? What do you think?
What do you think? Let's just see what we got here. Ooh, there's some. Look at the order book on Tesla. Everything, all those areas of liquidity that it just continued to move through.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on Tesla if you can get a good pullback for the break of 265, which is the previous. I think it's a 52-week high even. Yeah, so 52-week high. So year high for Tesla is actually at 270. Definitely looks like we want to test 265 today. The question is, where can I add more without too much? I think it's definitely going up. Yeah, 265 is inevitable on Tesla. Inevitable? Is that the word?
Inevitable.
Was there a correct use of it?
Yes, it was.
Inevitable.
You're good.
See, we don't talk only about swingers. We talk about also the English grammar. Oh, there you are. I should have added on.
Yeah, I just I took that with options. I traded options on that, the 265s. It just jumped up like.
I should have added that. Why nobody told me when I was a kid you should add on this?
Just in and out on that one very fast.
Yeah, AMD
got a 40 cent. Got a 40. Yeah, I got a 40-cent move on that. That was nice.
UPXI is gonna go to 12. What's the news on this UPXI?
UPSI?
UPXI, UPXI. Yeah.
Oh, UPXI. Yeah, I don't know. UPXI.
What is this? The health company? To be fucking kidding me.
Who knows?
Jared, you missed the rally. Jared missed the whole rally on the NVIDIA, Tesla.
Was he asleep? That's unlike Jared.
No, that's not Jared, yeah.
Yeah. Did he just wake up late?
Oh, that's not Jared. Jared usually. Okay, I'm getting out of the NVIDIA completely, even though there is a possibility to come back up. I'm all out of
Wow.
NVIDIA.
Okay,
I'm adding
OKLO is ripping too.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on Tesla, guys. Let's see if we can go for the 265. You're having your face, Jared? Is that what you're doing? You shouldn't even go to the bathroom at the open. You should have a bucket or something here next to your trading station. Seriously. Shaving your face.
UPXI to take action against apparent stock manipulation.
All right, so
That's the
Tesla,
only
I'm
news
long
I
is on Tesla. Adding a little more. Let's see if we can get to 265. My average is at 263 now, which is not a good average. Tesla, you're so close to 265.
UPXI has had a weird day yesterday. Went up to $8, but then ended down on the day at under $3. I'm not. Oh, here we go with AMD. Yes, baby. Just a matter of time. Okay, I'm selling the rest of my AMD here, 157.40. This should be an area where we'll see some resistance.
Come on, Tesla. 265.17 is the high. Market is making new highs, guys. Qs inspire ripping. Yes. Come on. Yes.
Still got 158 on.
Like, where is the big ask on 265? Oh, there it is. There you go. They're talking 265. There's still. I want bigger. There you go. I want bigger. Oh, that's the one that I was thinking of. Shit. Oh, okay, that's the one. Look at that. How much big ask is that? These are usually for break. It's going to happen like 20 cents above it. Boom, and see if it went through. Time and sell as well. So you actually can see this go through the time and sell. A lot of people think that sometimes these big asks that you see are necessarily not fake, but no, actually it does go through the time and sells. So in that screenshot for you too as well, you see that. Perfect. Yeah, it was a pretty good day, guy. For me, it's really solid, profitable. 7,000 open position, 21,000 Tesla. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Tesla. I wanted to trade Tesla. Like, how come everybody makes money on Tesla except me? Oh, market popped up.
Yeah, it looks like Qs are going to 500 today.
Yeah, I think the market wants all-time high.
Jeez,
maybe next week. SPY with 582. It's the bull market, guys. It's the bull market.
Yeah. Well, the whole year has been like just new highs. So I think, what are the SPY like? It's about 45 new highs.
Unbelievable, guys. I want you to be in there. I really, really want you guys to learn how to trade. Because there's so much potential. Everybody's asking me. I'm always saying there's so much potential, but it's hard. But look at my lifestyle. I really like you to have it, but it's hard. You got to go through these training programs and simulator. Do the funder account, guys. Do the funder account. I'm actually terrified when you see some people, or most of the people, are trading like crazy. And these are real accounts. These are the people that they think they're ready, and then they go through that. It's very terrifying. Like, really, really terrifying. Go through this funded account. Once, if you made money, good. Second, if you made money, good. third time I'm not accepting you, go open your account. Yeah, Amir, it's so important to have go through because if you so I had this conversation in Dubai with somebody that says, oh, even if funded accounts, it's like you pay a little bit and you don't take it seriously. I agree with you because it's still not fully risk adjusted for you and your life because you pay a little bit and you get a big account. But if you cannot pass that one, then there is guaranteed you're going to lose your money. So it's a good stepping stone. Like simulator is all fake. And then you have this funded account, which is 90% pressure on you. And then the real account is 150% pressure on you. So you know what? Because you think that's the money. No, it's just pressure is even more than that. 150%. Tesla is at 270.
Unbelievable. Yep.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna go that 52-week high. Use 1,500. NVIDIA kind of.
Yeah, we're at 498 now. We're way outside sort of our ranges on the day here. Yeah, it looks like Tesla wants 270.
Tesla wants to break the 52-week high today, and he's going to do that. He's going to do that, and I am only holding 800 shares. Why? Don't ask me. Why am I only holding 800 shares of Tesla right now? Is a question that nobody can answer. Should have like easily 5,000 shares holding for this breakout. Tesla 270. That was a good ad. Sahmid, you mentioned that Tesla for ads. So Sahmid was good. Yes, sir. Thank you for reminding me that.
All right. Ooh. Jared's betting against you here.
Jared might be right because it's kind of extended. I wouldn't go long now. I wouldn't start a new position now. I might add on a 920. That's far from 922. I might add on a pullback, but I'm definitely not adding any new position.
Well, it's pulling back now. A lot of these stocks are pulling back. And I wonder. And this morning, Apple was. This morning, Apple was still at the. It was only $61 billion more valuable than Nvidia. Nvidia's closing the gap.
We have this trading terminal. We have this market cap tracker, so you can actually see that. Let me actually bring it to you. Yeah, there is a big race between these two going on. The chip maker or the phone maker?
Yeah.
No. Here we have this market cap situation in there. I can actually post it. If you go to trading terminal, you slowly scroll down, you can see that for cryptos as well. So Tesla has a very, very important level, and that level is 270.90, which is 52-week high. It looks like all-time high for a company that hasn't made all-time high for a while. So usually these important levels just like a magnet that tracks the price. So as you see here, back in June July 11th, we made that 52-week high, 270.79. And then Tesla collapsed after that. Or am I wrong? Because, yeah, December 28th was those prices.
Still has a big order at 270.
You want to sell puts 260 for today? You can. Well, 260 Tesla put. You get
Yeah, what
today.
would
You don't get
you? No. Well, you'd probably still get a pretty decent premium.
for today. Oh,
Yeah.
260. We're gonna get 70 cents. Not bad, right? Should we say it?
No.
Actually, not. Huh?
I don't know. That makes
It's
me nervous.
pretty. It's not bad actually. 260, 79 cents right now if you sell the puts. There's another 3% today. It looks super strong. Market is strong. Unless there's any news or anything, I think that's a good trade.
Yeah, the market is so strong.
262.50 is also not. I don't think Tesla is gonna. I mean, unless there's any fundamental news or anything, I don't think Tesla is gonna drop to 260 today. So yeah, in 5-7 hours, make 70 cents. Not bad at all, actually. This is a good trade. Will we do it? No, we'll do it. Fuck it. We have money. We'll do it. Let's do a pullback and then we'll do that there.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be buying some Tesla. Amen sees Tesla 230. Fuck QPXI at 15. No, at 15 now. Free markets. So let's doing a pullback.
Yeah, look at that pullback on a bit of a pullback on AMD. So my last exit was pretty good. Happy with
I
that.
say you don't have enough. All right, so if I don't have enough buying power, Berlin, we got filled. I sold 100 contracts of Tesla at 260.
You sold 100 contracts of Tesla at 265
260
calls.
puts.
Oh, puts. Oh, you
Puts.
sold the 260 puts. Okay.
Of course, 100 contracts. What do you think? I'm Andrew Aziz. You think I'm gonna go with like Brian 2 contracts?
No. I was confused. I thought you were. For some reason, I thought you said you were going to sell calls at 270 calls, and I thought, you can still get $2.50 for those.
Selling calls? Oh, that's
Yeah.
That's
Ooh, I know. Yeah, the 260 could be. Yeah, I think that's a safer bet for sure.
NVIDIA is breaking out. Should we go long NVIDIA?
Yeah, NVIDIA's looking like it's going to go.
Tesla. I can't wait until
NVIDIA's got
Tesla.
NVIDIA's got a lot of orders to the upside.
Sean.
Come on.
Bill. Yeah, so see, look at the Phil. He's posting his trades like he made like $400, but his account is only $2,000. That's that's like 25% return on his capital. He's doing it with options. So options are super powerful to get that kind of returns.
Good book. There's a good book on options out there. How to Trade Options by
Very good book.
yours
Yeah, but
truly. If you want to check it out.
Yeah, let me post the link for you to How to Trade Options. It's a really good book. Like Brian is a very good educator. I told you we did a presentation together in
Vegas.
Money Show Vegas, and then there was half and half. So about day trading options, and then about other stuff, and then there was one guy in the middle of the presentation left after Brian. Brian was standing there. He said, "Thank you so much for the presentation. But this guy's bullshit," or something like that. What was he? Waste of life?
Yeah, a waste of my time.
I was talking to me. I was talking about all the call options and stuff.
Yeah, because I'm long NVIDIA. So, but I'm using calls. I'm using the 142s expiring today.
Perfect. So I told you Tesla. I'm going to add on Tesla somewhere 269. I already have the call option puts, which is up $2,000 on it. But
okay, I'm selling some of these options at $153, $1.53. Go ahead at $1.27.
NVIDIA, guys. Life is in NVIDIA.
NVIDIA, rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby. Come on, Tesla. You got to give us the 52-week high. You have to do that. Spotify. I think they want all-time high. Everybody wants all-time high, huh? It is at all-time high, I think.
No, not
2 days
quite.
ago.
No. Not quite.
Come on, Tesla. Give us 271, 270.79. There must be a lot of orders on Bookmap already. Yes, Tampa Man. First deep green in the funded account in 3 days. Again, remember, guys, it's not about making money. It's about keeping the money. We had this trader, 14 idiot. He was up like $25,000. He blew it up. It's about keeping the money. Anybody can make money in the stock market. No, seriously, anybody can make money.
That's true. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Remember this? You just you buy here and you sell it here. It's that easy. God, the Qs in the SPY. The Q, man. The Qs are just on fire. Wow, you know what else has done well today is Amazon. Amazon's had a really decent run up here. It's back at this 190 level where it has trouble breaking out, but just I'll be watching that 190 level. And Meta's breaking high of day here.
John, where are those guys? I missed them.
Microsoft just pumping it up here.
Oh, John, where are they?
What are you talking about?
The TikTok investors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's asking us, what's our lifestyle? Like, it's very simple. We buy it. You know, we find the stocks are going up, we buy them until they don't. They're amazing. Where are they? Yeah, they're probably in McDonald's
there.
Or somewhere. No.
Somewhere. Wow, Apple is really ripping here with the rest of the market. The Qs. I don't know what is going on with why the market's really ripping here. I guess. Don't know.
It's like put my thing in there that you're gonna go for a 52-week high. I even explained what 52-week high is. Go.
Look
Yeah,
at the SPY.
huge.
The SPY is just on fire. Just took a big jump up. Is it like FOMO? What a difference a day makes. I mean, it was.
It is. It's crazy. Like, I think mostly this one is like when you are going through this important level, like short, when you have a very short, you just rallies like that. Like, you know, even the marginal people who are not selling or not shorting makes a huge difference on that. Like, and then if you want to go fundamentally, like this gamma squeeze and gamma covering with options and stuff in there.
Excuse me.
We love Brian. He was a good man.
Going down.
What should be right on your Wikipedia when you die, Brian? Say he was a good man. He traded good, but he...
Yeah. He lived his best life.
Good. That's a good thing to write, I think.
Yeah.
For me, writing, he was a good trader. He partied hard. He climbed hard.
Partied hard and climbed hard.
And worked hard.
Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. Good life balance. Look at this. We're going to 500 on the Qs.
Oh shit! I have a Lambo. Thanks, Boyman, for reminding me. I totally forgot that I have a Lambo down there. I should go drive it. Yes, guys, I have a Lamborghini. Anyone wants to ride? Destination. I'm looking for something. Brian, you want me to pick you do the grocery for you today? Let's go to grocery shopping for your wife. What does she want? I need destination to try.
You can Uber for us to the airport. Take us to the airport.
Yeah. When are you going? Where are you going? I'm all about
Portugal this afternoon.
What time are you going? I'm coming to pick you up. No, seriously, I'm coming. What time?
2:00. And there you go.
It's very important.
What a way to start your vacation! Get delivered to the airport in a Lambo.
Yeah, very, very important, guys, to help your friends, especially if you have a Lamborghini that you don't drive. Oh man, this is a joke. This. Avi, how much did you make? $17,000 on Meta? Get the fuck out of here! Really?
Yeah, Meta had a nice. All of the mags had good runs today. You didn't have to. You could have just jumped into any one of them. The one that's kind of underperforming is actually NVIDIA, even though it is up. Yeah, Microsoft's up, Amazon's up. Obviously, Apple's up. Everything is green. Everything's coming up green.
Everything is green. All right, so Tesla is a little bit toppy. The time is also 10 o'clock. All right. Let's go with Tesla.
Spies
69 and Tesla, I'm going to add more. Above 269, I'm going to add Tesla because Tesla is doing a consolidation. So, Sammy, my average is actually not good. It's 267.90, which is right now. So, I'm a little bit messing up.
We're finally getting a bit of a pullback here.
Tesla 920, huh?
Did Q's get to 500? The Q's got to 499.95. So I was wrong by 5 cents.
I think Tesla has another move on it there. Wait a minute, I'm trying to figure out. So this is 920, huh? Tesla. I'm adding a little bit more on Tesla. I know it's although the 920 is at 266, but I think we're closer. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad ad. Look at the nightmare UPXI, guys. Fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
Since the market has been open, UPXI just has been halted except 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know how you trade that. I don't know why you bother. It's just this thing could drop like a stone in a second. For a couple bucks anyway.
So Bank of Canada chickened out, huh? They dropped the rates half a point.
Yeah, they dropped it half a point.
They said
about
it's
that.
enough. It's enough. We take enough out of your.
They're getting worried. Economy is slowing down.
Way too down, like in
Yeah,
Canada.
nobody's going out for expensive dinners anymore.
No, it's the economy has slowed down. Even people haven't slowed down. Like I see that people are slowly walking very slowly, like thinking about how much money they don't have. Like, come on, man. So they're all walking like this. Oh, crap. So should I pay my mortgage? So it's enough of a slowdown. Just keep running.
Yeah. Not you and me though. We have a spring in our step.
No, I'm pretty rich. Like it takes a huge idiocy to blow up this money. Here's the thing. I had a friend in Canada. He's a professional working, like a single guy, professional working. He couldn't afford living at 40 with his parents' house because he couldn't afford his mortgage.
Wow.
That tells you something is a little bit that you're overshooting, guys. Like, don't look at Feds. Canada is slow down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the time, guys. Tesla, I think it's gonna go up. There we go. There we go. Let's see 1 minute chart. I think we're gonna go up. SPY, Q's is strong. Market strong.
Yeah, I think AMD is going to go to 159 now. It's trying.
You're still in AMD?
No, I'm out of it. So I was kind of thinking after that big volume move, I was kind of thinking maybe I'd get back in for just this break.
It's a beautiful climb. Like, look at the 5 minute chart. Beautiful, higher and higher lows. Oh, it's so nice.
Look at this. Nice bounce off the 9 EMA on Apple.
Come on, Tesla. I'm adding a little bit more on Tesla. Let's see if we can get that to 70 just for the sake of demonstration purposes for the 52-week high. So
I just
I'm
don't
up
like
$2,000 on my puts.
Not great. I'm not liking where we are on the indexes here. It seems so extended.
Close, huh? Yeah, I'm buying to close. Oh, what happened? Shit. I can get a good feel on that. Don't be like that, Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla's not that it can't run more, but it seems to be that big volume.
920. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Looks
big
like
volume
15%.
couldn't. Yeah, there was a lot of volume there, and it couldn't. You would have thought it would have moved the stock up, but that was a good indication that maybe there was a pullback here.
This is what we're gonna do. We might actually trade a 920 on it.
Hmm.
If Tesla doesn't pop up, Brian, you should take
Yes.
a loss on it. I might actually have to charge you for the Lamborghini drive. I was going to do it free, but
Andrew's
really
become
well.
an Uber driver with that
Yeah, it
Lambo.
really,
I
it really
know.
will be an
So,
Uber ride. Okay.
because there's a Lamborghini to pay. It's costs are higher, man.
Lease and then the gas.
Dude, it consumes like so much because I park it in by parking. The tank is empty. Like, I think even when it's parked,
Just using gas.
using gas, like so. Like I didn't drive it at all, but the tank is empty. Like half. It's less than half. It's like 12 engines.
Just a
I
couple.
swear to God,
It's just
when it's parked, it's also
Yeah.
consuming. Like,
just a couple swings around the block. There goes a quarter tank.
all right, I'm gonna do a 920 here. Trade on Tesla 266.33. Buying some Tesla 266. Let's see if you can pop back up. And the 920 is you find these stocks you
All right.
buy in the 20 moving average and 2-minute chart. Coined by Mr. Peasant himself.
Yeah, I'll take that trade with you. I bought the 265 calls.
There you go. See, the pops up 267.50.
Pop,
Like I think Wall
pop
Street
is
is
up.
doing a research on Mr. Peasant experiment.
The pop is up.
But maybe this today is not.
Come on.
Shit, we trade all day into the mornings. Noisy trading all day. The gambling legends all day. Well,
Yeah.
let's see what's the impact. See what's the impact on that. They're getting FOMO. They say, why Robin Hood has it? Why not us? All right, so SPY is coming back up for the high of the day. All right, so let's see if Tesla wants to go the 920. The 9 moving average is at 267.
Yeah.
We still have it.
Still concerns me that the 9 EMA has rolled over and gone red. And making a lot of progress here. Seems like we've kind of topped out here on the SPY. AMD is now pulling back. AMD might do a 920 here. It's gone through the 9. It's coming down to the 20. Might get stopped out. I'm stopped out of Tesla on those calls.
Tesla situation is not good either. So I covered my puts, but Tesla's this trade is not actually good at all. The situation is not doing.
No, no, we got really extended on the charts here. Let's see what AMD does.
Yeah, 920 also failed.
Yeah, didn't work that time. I'll try it on. I'm trying it on AMD. So in at 157.80.
Yeah, that might be a good trade. What time is it? 10:15. Yeah. Oh, guys, today we have Brendan D. And Brendan has done an amazing job in developing a series of really good educational video of trading platform. So our DOS guy, so he's going to come and talk about that. I mean, I got a lot of questions about platform. Like kind of looks a little bit kind of scary, but actually DOS is not really that complex. It's a very powerful platform. You can do so many things with it. You don't need to do so many things with it, but it has the capability. So Brandon has actually created a series of really nice educational videos, short videos that
I'm selling some. I'm selling some at 158. AMD. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No. I was just saying that. So we have that one coming up. And again, trading platform is something that you have to play around with it. If you want to do this kind of trading, you have to play around with it. You want to do app like Webull, Robinhood and stuff, they're usually easier to learn very quick. That usually, the trading view that they're using. But problem with those ones are they're not powerful enough for this kind of a scalping that we're doing. But it's pretty easy. Like generally, I found the ass is pretty easy. You really don't need to have super complex hotkeys. So my hotkeys are super simple.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So the situation is on Tesla. Let's see if Tesla can slowly go back up. Really is also topping up, but looks like he wants to do something.
Getting out of the rest of AMD, I don't don't feel like I have an edge right now. So that was okay. Seems to be a buyer there, but volume's really dropping off here.
Brian, I think you're in luck because Tesla's coming back up. I think that you're gonna get. I'm not charging you for the Lambo ride to the airport. NVIDIA is going up. AMD turned out to be a perfect 920, guys. So that's
almost.
If anyone wants to see that trade. Look at this beautiful move on. I'm still long on Tesla, guys. So I covered my puts for a small profit, but I am still long in shares. Qs went up for the break of highs.
Yep. Here we go.
Look at that.
So AMD did work out okay.
Look at that. 500 on Qs. Nice.
Wow. Yeah. They had to. They had to burn through that for sure.
God, that's not going to work too. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
So how was trading, anyone? How was your trading, guys? Susanna, why didn't you stop out on Tesla? Sami, this is a good question. I was actually should have stopped out, but kind of new still has another pop in it.
Wow.
But then
NVIDIA's breaking
when I added back that skews at 500. Best Friday. I think every Friday should be like that.
Yeah, this has been a good Friday. Seems to be a good day to trade. It's just trade on Friday.
Always. SPY 584. SPY wants all-time high too. S&P 500.
Yeah, SPY's breaking out.
586 is today. Getting the way that it goes up, we might. So what's pushing the indexes? Is it the tech sector, huh? NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple.
Definitely the tech sector strong today.
Thank you.
Definitely the tech sector just seems to be moving things here.
Guys, I got an email from someone called Fahid Rashid. I told you, I have this, the colleague, this federal prison email system. So I got the it's federal inmate that you've inspired. My name is Fahid Rashid. I'm American-born Muslim, blah, 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 that you can search my name. When you search his name, he pleaded guilty for one count of conspiring to distribute and possession with the intent of distribution. So what you need, guys? I got a guy. What you need? I know a guy who knows a guy. Like fentanyl, meth. What do you want? But direct to the source. Anything? Anyways, so he could ask us to read my book and blah blah.
Yeah, I've had quite a few of those over the years, but I haven't had one lately.
Brett Steinbarger. So he reads the Dr. Brett too. Yeah, I love him. There was another guy that was interesting. There was another guy. Is it Frank? I think it's this one, Frank Edward Cannon. So he, in 2021, he had this Ponzi scheme crypto that they were giving like 20%, like exactly like FTX, 20% yield monthly and stuff. And he said, I'm broke now. The US government took everything. if I come out, do you give me an account to trade? I say, yeah, I'll do it. I think it's this one, Frank. It's really funny. It's young too. Yeah, investment advisor at Artesa Financial. So this is the guy. And he's told me a bunch of stories, and I actually asked his permission to share it with you. And he was talking about, how life takes you ups and downs and stuff. So it's a good mental resilience story. I might actually write I just didn't have the time to write this story, but it's very interesting, this guy. Uh, they were embezzling like 150, $200 million. He said my account at one point was $250 million. Seriously,
and
the
you
stuff.
and
Now,
and
this
you want
broker
him
was my-
and he wants to work for you.
Yeah, he wants an account for trade. He said, I know how to trade.
Okay.
So what's like? I'll give him one of his funded accounts and see what he does. Yeah, for sure. So it's really cool. And we're kind of a buddy. So I was just checking to see how your climb was. What does it feel to have climbed to the top? Blah blah blah. So something like that. So it's really funny because I was telling him I'm in Tibet, I'm climbing, blah blah blah. And these emails don't last. Like I think 10 days. If you don't respond, they're gonna disappear. So
Just
it's really funny.
just
Like,
don't make him your CFO. That's what I'll say.
or maybe I should make him.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And you can
it's
tell
funny.
your
That's
ex-wife
really good one.
you lost. Yeah, you can tell your ex-wife you lost all your money, got embezzled.
So these folks are fentanyl and meth. They're
Yeah.
bringing fentanyl and meth from Virginia. I was just in Virginia. No, I was in Atlanta with it. Interesting. So, anyways, what you need, guys? If anyone needs anything. I lose it.
Wow, Qs are back at high day. Spies back at high day.
Honestly, if he was out by our TED event, I would have invited him to come to have a presentation about this. Seriously. One thing that I noticed about TED was the ideas that you learn doesn't necessarily need to come from big people. Of course, you want to hear from them and stuff, but in this TED, the conference I went, there were so many little guys that I've never heard of, and they're not really, by some standards, are not greatly contributing to our society, but there's so many powerful messages and ideas that I heard from them. And I love that. And that actually kind of changes my elements. Like I was thinking of, we organize the TED and then we'll bring the big people in there and then we all, with Scott Galloway, like $150,000 speaking people, listen to him. But within our community, there's so many things that we can actually select. Like I asked Yash, which I think is one of the young have, and maybe John Rapsida, which is the oldest trader that we have in this community, that you share your ideas about mental resilience and peak performance and everything that you had within. So this is super nice because very, very, very important to learn from each other. And that's what I loved about TED, that, fuck the big guys. Like, there's so many small little things from artists, from, cartoonists, from, things that you can actually learn so many amazing things about life, performance, growth, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, why not hearing from someone who served like 10 years in... Do you know who did that? Who was this big opposition of Venezuela? What was his name? He was the mayor of Caracas, and then he went 7 years in jail, and then he flew to Spain.
I know. It just happened. Just happened.
That's the guy. He did the TED. He did the TED Talk. Guaido. Yeah, I think was he Guaido? Yeah, amazing speaker. And then someone who spent 4 years. No, was it Juan? Oh. Was he? No. I don't think he. I'll find it to you.
Andrew, I've been to jail 3 times.
What?
It was for my old job. I was filming interviews with prisoners.
Oh, okay.
I always like
That's
telling
good.
people, "Oh yeah, I've been to jail 3 times." Technically, it's true, but I had the freedom to leave
Technically,
after.
yeah. They didn't keep you there.
No, it was for when I was working at Global in the newsroom.
Right on.
Was it the white collar prison, or was what kind of prison it was?
Both were minimum security.
Minimum security.
Yeah, it wasn't like mattresses on fire and riots happening constantly. It was like a story about non-violent offenders.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, I think it's a great
feeling.
experience. Like this one, Leopoldo Lopez. This one, he gave a talk, like I was saying, on the stage, and then he was in prison in Venezuela for 7 years, 4 years in solitary, I think, and it was great speaker. Like we learned a lot, and people like him that has gone through this mental polishing in 4 years. Have a lot of time to think about it. You actually learn a lot from these guys. And it could be, yeah, it's a criminal. Yeah, I was, convicted criminal. These are the things that I did. These are the things that I learned. It's interesting. You don't have to listen to him religiously, but the ideas, I think, is worth uh, listening to, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I'm going to get a stop that on Tesla. This Tesla, I'm all out on Tesla, guys. I can actually lost some of the profit on this. I shouldn't have really messed around with it so much. NVIDIA and AMD, they turned out to be much better trades. Like the 920 on AMD was super. Like this is still is in play if you're waiting for the high of the day.
Yeah.
But I lost a lot of my profit on Tesla, which is okay.
Yeah, it just
So,
seems like
bring Brendan. Brendan, what do you have for us? Yeah, Brendan, come see what you have for us. I want to make an announcement, actually. Brendan's wife is pregnant. She's expecting, like, I think in 2 months. Well, congratulations in advance. And Brendan accepted that, puts the name Andrew on his. No, actually, I'm just kidding.
I didn't hear this. I didn't hear all this, but maybe I did say something at the club the other night. I don't know.
Andrew or Amin. Amin, my English name is also pretty good. So, you can just always remind yourself.
I'll see what I can work in a middle name, maybe. Yeah, maybe I can work on
Is it a boy or it's a girl? It's a boy or it's a
boy.
girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, no brainer, man. Andrew or Amin, then.
All right. I have to pull her in here, and she's in the other room there. But I'm staying at my mom's house for actually our baby shower. So pardon the microphone, and the camera, weird setup here. But traveling and trading. So.
Okay.
So Brendan is coming to Colombia with actually his wife, and so if you want to join us for Colombia, there's one spot available. Again, Josh, girlfriend, available to make it. So if you want to come to Colombia and ask Brendan your DOS questions in person, email me, because we have one spot available. 4 weeks, in 4 weeks. It's the best time to go to see Colombia, guys. Anyways, Brendan, what do you have for us today?
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. So today we're going to talk about DOS, of course, and we're going to review the BBT hotkey scripts that we've designed and perfected over the years. First, I just want to mention that every Monday at 12 Eastern Time, I run the DOS Trader Pro setup for new traders. And I'm another slide here, but it's broken up into 3 parts where we go over everything DOS. So we have from installing DOS to why DOS to explaining all the windows in case you're lost, because there's about a couple dozen different windows you need to watch at one time given in DOS. We'll go over latency, how to back up DOS. And then the following week, I go over part 2. It's going over chart configurations, going over the montage. That's one of the most important windows in DOS. And then we go over every type of order that you can place through DOS. And then we'll build upon that to go to part 3. Let me go full screen here. Let's see. There we go. It's like full screen's going on a different screen here. I guess we'll have to work in window mode for now, guys.
It's okay. It's
But
we see it. It's,
all
we
right.
can see it.
Yeah, and then the following week is part 3, where it's really probably the heart and the bread and butter of BBT DOS hotkey setups. We go over assigning your hotkeys. We go over looking at the Stream Deck, which is this device right here on my desk that has all of your. I'm going to drag the application here. There we go. So that'll be the Stream Deck we'll touch upon, where you just hit a button in it. You don't have to worry about what it does. It already has an LCD screen behind the button, and that will explain what you're doing when you take a trade. Then we go over alerts, a great feature in DOS. We go over risk controls, probably one of the most critical features in DOS. And then we go over various hotkey scripts down here. So we're going to talk about the hotkey scripts today. And what I'm going to do, I'll load up DOS here in a second, but let's just jump to a slide here. And so the ones highlighted are the ones we're going to touch upon. These are the ones that I use every day. There's a fixed dollar risk reward hotkey. There's a R, the risk reward range order hotkey. And to get out of these trades, we use partial hotkeys with moving stops to break even is one of my favorite. And then sometimes we remove that break even part of the script if you want to kind of just rejudge the trade and kind of be dynamic about it. So what we're looking here is the montage in DOS on the right. And these are called hot buttons. So every script that we're going to talk about will be mapped to the montage. And when you click on, with your mouse, you click on any of these buttons here, it will command that script. So you don't have to type in your trade and your type of route and your order. You'll just hit the hot button, or on the Stream Deck on the left here. So, all right, let's talk about the fixed equalized risk per trade, also known as a fixed risk per trade. So this script here is one that really changed my trading for the better back a few years ago. So a lot of times when I was new at trading, I had to run some numbers in my head. How many shares do I want? How much risk is this? And a lot of new traders, like, you don't want to be doing this on the fly. You want to perhaps maybe focus on the chart, focus on the setup, focus on the order flow, the price action of the trade. And what this script accomplishes is that it will calculate how many shares you want to take based on a fixed dollar risk. So what you see kind of blurred out in blue here is the actual script that we have both for long and short positions. And all you're going to do with this script is you're going to edit what's highlighted in red here, blurred. That will be your fixed dollar risk. So say you want to risk $100 per trade, $50 per trade. All you're going to do for that day or that button that you're assigning to this script is simply change the dollar amount from 10 to 20 to 50 to 100. And that's simple as that. You have that script, you enter your risk that you want to take, and you just hit the button, and you're good to go for trading that day. You don't have to worry about, did I take a little too much? Did I not risk enough? Did I, because we're trading stocks that range from, a few $100s to back when NVIDIA was over $1,000 to low float stocks that are, $10, $5, $10. So it's really hard to kind of, as a new trader, to really run those numbers in your head and really get precise with your fixed risk reward. So that's what we go over in one of our scripts. And on the right, this little screenshot here will be, let's see if I can get the image a little bigger, but what is happening is the green arrows where I entered the trade, and then the little gray on the right here is my stop market order that will be the risk amount. So let's just say we're risking $10 a trade. So if the price moves down to that stop out, all we lost is commissions plus $10. And it really protects yourself that you have that order out to the market. So, all right, we'll move on to the risk reward hotkey. So this guy here is another interesting hotkey. It's good because then you have so very similar to the equalized risk hotkey. This guy here has a risk reward. So it will calculate, let's just say you want to, we talk about, when we trade, we talk about risk reward ratios. So we're never going to get every trade that we enter correct, right? We're probably looking at maybe 55-60% a hit ratio on our trades, and in order to be profitable and have the risk reward there, we're going to have a target that is probably at least around 2-to-1 ratio. So that's what this hotkey does. So what I'm going to do here is just zoom in on this image. So this hotkey, when we hit the button, it's going to place a stop market order, just like the equalize risk per trade hotkey. And then it's going to put a range order as this top side order here, which is the target. So in this example, it's a 2-to-1 risk reward. So when we trade, we double click where our stop's going to be. We enter the trade here in pink, and then we have the target appear. So we know that once the price hits this target, we got 2-to-1. We locked in our profit for that trade. And I'm going to show that in DOS actually live, because it's easy to talk about it, but hard to really visualize it. So let me drag over DOS here. All right, so we're in DOS right now. Let's take a look at maybe NVIDIA that has some good order flow. Add a new line here. And we'll take maybe a 1 minute chart. All right, so what I'm going to do with this risk reward hotkey is I'm going to double click on the chart where I want the trade to be the stop order. And then I'm going to hit the 1 or 2 risk reward hot button here. So right now I entered a long trade in NVIDIA, and it looks like it might be more than 2-to-1. What I'm doing here is I'm checking the ratio that we have set up in the script. Yeah, it is 2-to-1. Okay, so yep, and I just got stopped out. So you put your fixed risk as well. So in this case, it was probably $20, and I just got stopped out. So let me enter that again just to demonstrate it a little more here. So I'll put stop maybe down here, and the target. So it is targeting automatically a 2-to-1. So we entered the trade around 143.52. We have our stop market order down here around 143.35. And then our target is a little off screen. We'll switch to the 5 minute, and it's 143.86. So there we go. So what this is doing is it's automatically calculating your risk reward ratio, where you don't have to think about that math as you're trading. You can have it in the market, and you could always adjust these later on by dragging up and down those orders. So let's jump back to the PowerPoint and talk about exiting these trades. So what we have is we have a sell percent of your position, and then you move a stock to break even, and then we have a cover percent of your position, moving your stop to break even. So what this is doing is, of course, because it's a stock will never do what you want it to do when you're on YouTube. This image here shows that I went short with this stop, and I partialed a few times, and then this order here on the right is my stop at break even. So currently the price is over in pink. And then in case the price pulls back, I already locked in some profit with these green arrows here, and then I get off at break even. So we could try to demonstrate that and see what we got. So let's go take equalize long trade. Let's see. Yeah, why not? We'll check that. And then if the stock goes in our favor, I will sell 10%, move stock to break even. Yeah, all right, great. So we're in the money here. I'm selling 10%, and right now my stop is at break even right there. So I already locked in. Looks like, well, these trades are from this P&L's from the previous trades we got stopped at, but we could do a couple more partials here. There we go. Took another trade there. So let me try that one more time. Okay, let's try to do that one more time. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like NVIDIA is pulling back, so I won't be able to demonstrate that on partialing. But anyway, guys, so that sell 10%, that sell 50% moves up to break even. We'll sell a percentage of your position and then lock in those profits so you get out and no further loss if the stock pulls back like it's doing right now. So that would be your.
Oh, that's great. This can be life saving. I don't know if you, Brandon, can you hear me or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andrew, I just
this
want to
is
show one last thing with the risk controls, guys. So let's just say you do hit max loss for the day. In DOS, we have something called we have an edit risk control feature. And what this is going to do, it's going to prevent over trading. So in DOS, you'll set, let's just say you want a max loss of $200 or $300. You will enter that here. And then you could have an auto stop feature where it'll lock further trades. You'll be done for the day. So just in case you think that, maybe one more time, I'll take that trade, I'll get out, I break even for the day. This will prevent you from making that over trading mistake. So yeah, DOS has a lot of protection built into it. So it's a great platform. We'll go over this in the classes. We'll set this up for you. We can schedule a mentorship and we can get all this implemented on your screen so you can really hit trading with us with all your tools and the stuff that we had to learn the hard way. We have it all set for you. So, all right. Yeah, I think that'll. Let me take a partial here since we're. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That is hotkeys in a quick nutshell.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Great. Do we have any questions?
You can't hear me, no?
I should be able to hear you. Brennan, you can hear
So, Brandon,
Andrew?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can't. Yep.
Yeah. So, where is this? How do they get the hotkey, this script and this presentation and everything in there? Is there a place that we can download?
Right. And yes, of course, in the members section at BBT, you have access to a number of files that will have all these hotkeys available for you and the instruction on how to do them. We have forums that goes over any type of enhancements you want to do to them. All available once you become a BBT member. And of course, you can email me, you can join the classes, and we could go over it in a webinar as well.
Yeah, so here's the link. Actually, I found it myself. I should know that myself, but yeah, there's this link here. So the next boot camp is January. You can sign up now. Go through the pre-essential material, but you can actually sign up now. But it starts in January 7th because we're going through the 12 one right now. Brendan, great stuff. Really, really great stuff. Thank you so much. We have the best library of FAQ on DAS, and I think we are the best traders that really uses DAS in the world, like even better than themselves. Because it's funny because I know them and the DAS, they're really developers, but they're not traders. Like they're not active traders like us, and they rely on the feedback of them. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Oh, there's bug here. And always funny. I tell them as a joke, like, how did you build this? Like, you're not even a trader. But it's very, very powerful platform. Somebody asked question that why this one is so fast and IBs, because the servers that DAS has, it's inside NASDAQ. So they're co-located with that NASDAQ. So your order goes directly to the exchange, and then IB is only a clearing firm. So you don't need to actually go through the process of a secondary platform that goes into the exchange. This one, it goes directly to the exchange, which can make a huge difference or may not really be that important for a lot of people, depending on the trading style, because we're talking about milliseconds. But for my style of trading, I think it's pretty important to have that. Yeah, so this is a little bit technical, guys, because you can continue, have a lot of questions on the details of what to do and what to not to do. But, I think the best is for you guys to just join his sessions. I think that would be the best. Ask all the questions and stuff. And I have to say that Brandon does that all this for free, just as a contribution to the community. He's not getting paid or anything for doing that stuff. All right, so thanks, Brandon. All the best, buddy. I'll see you soon in Colombia. We are going in a month. And congratulations on your soon-to-be-born boy as well.
Thank you.
Right. So market DAS is sending the orders, Poi. Then IB is the clearing firm. Interactive Brokers is the clearing firm, so they clear the orders. And thanks, guys, on YouTube. If you guys hear us, you can actually come and join us for free for $1 and be here. If not, just thanks for your support in YouTube. Let's go back into the chat room. All right, so we are here. We are here. We lost Mr. President.